I saw something extraordinary come across my news feed the other day. A Russian soldier had just been captured behind enemy lines in Ukraine. Dazed, confused, probably in his late teens, early 20s, possibly a conscript. And these Ukrainian women surrounded him, offered him something to drink, a bite to eat, even allowed him to video call his mom back in Russia because she had no idea what was happening or where he was. He was at the point of tears. These Ukrainian women did something extraordinary. In the midst of persecution, in the midst of war, they chose to love. When we face the cross, it is so easy to give in to hatred, vengeance, retribution. And yet Christ calls us to love our enemies, to pray for those who persecute us. Easier said than done. I read an article today where Russian players for the National Hockey League have received numerous death threats. Celebrated just a few weeks ago, their lives are now at risk as people turn their anger towards them. They have nothing to do with the war. They want peace in Ukraine, but they themselves are being targeted. It's natural we want an outlet. We want to do something. We want to make a difference. But do we really want to be turned into something that is so against what it means to be Christian, to be Catholic, for our hearts to be hardened, and for us to turn towards retribution and vengeance? We must and can do better. We cannot go back to the time of World War II, where because someone looked like the enemy, sounded like the enemy because they spoke the same language, or their family hailed from that particular country, they were still United States citizens, but their liberties were taken away. They were put into camps. Fear can get the better of us. And even as we face the first European conflict since the end of World War II, a refugee crisis of millions of people who are in need of support, housing, clothing, food, medical supplies. We must do our part. We must work towards peace. We must seek justice. We must come to the aid of our fellow brothers and sisters. Jesus himself said, "What you do for the least of my brothers and sisters, you do for me." But I plead, I beg, let us not allow our hearts to turn into stone. May we not seek vengeance or retribution, but may we truly live by the gospel, not just when it's easy, but a time of great difficulty as we find ourselves now. John Paul II visited Ukraine during an apostolic visit, and he prayed before Our Lady of Ukraine, prayed for the people. And I'd like to echo his words today. I thank you for the gift of my visit to the country, from where the light of the gospel spread through this whole region. Here before your miraculous icon kept in this church of St. Nicholas, I entrust to you, Mother of God and Mother of the Church, my apostolic journey to Ukraine. Holy Mother of God, spread your maternal mantle over all Christians and over all people of goodwill who live in this great nation. Lead them to your Son, Jesus, who is for everyone the way, the truth, and the life. From the cross, Jesus prayed, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." And this past week, these Ukrainian women showed great courage and gave true witness to what it means to be a Christian, to be a follower of Jesus Christ. Even to a Russian soldier invading their land, they gave water, food, and a call home. Love your enemies. Pray for those who persecute you. Not easy, but if we truly are going to give witness to Jesus Christ in these days, weeks, months, and years ahead, my friends, it's absolutely necessary.